What's going on, everybody? This is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity, and my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully, that person is you. Now, as you know, today the cookbook has launched, so this will be the first day if you decide to purchase it to, pretty much build a habit. The reason why we came out with the book is so you can build a habit, but we also have a part where we understand people are really new to the recipe side. So we have an interactive section where we're going to do every single recipe that you want to see inside the book. We'll take votes, we'll be interactive with you, so you can be able to see us to actually make it in the kitchen, because we understand the lifestyle is not just taking something, reading it for a little bit, putting it down. It's doing it consistently until it's a habit, until you don't even realize it is a lifestyle. And today is one of the biggest reasons why you must take action into governing your lifestyle and governing your family and being diligent is because they're trying to kill you. It's no secret that MONSANTO'S, Codex Alimentarius are companies that don't care, that care about their bottom line. It's no secret. It's no secret that there's poisons that are laced in our food, in our meat, in our water, in our air. There's no secret. So if you don't have the attitude saying that you're going to die anyway, so it is what it is. If you don't have the attitude, but you have the attitude saying that you want to live, and while you're on this earth, you want to live a life that's actually, productive. I'm not talking about being alive. I'm talking about living. I'm talking about not being in your 30s and having all these diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer. I'm talking about actually being in your 30s and actually feeling like you're supposed to be that age, like for real. Like, I feel like I'm 34 and I look like I'm 34. I'm 34 right now and I feel like I'm 21. Like, I'm talking about that, like being in your prime, right? And actually being in your prime, or whether you're 50 and regaining your health. I'm talking about that stuff. Now, I was doing research today about my next video, and something popped up. Somebody sent this to me, right? So, yo, you gotta check this out. You gotta check this out. Now, I had done a video on this a little bit back in the day, but I didn't have as many followers as I do now. Being that I have more followers, I'm going to do a video on this because this is like so important right now, because you got to know right now after this video, if you find any ingredients or any brands that I have talked about, go into your cabinets and toss them in the trash, and also share it. So I'm going to put the article in my description so you can be able to see the article and do your own research. But don't let it stop there. Like, my job is to invoke thought, but I'm trying to wake you up so you can actually start researching yourself, because Google right now is a beautiful thing. And before they block you from being able to, search yourself on Google, you must govern your great vessel. Now, this thing called glyphosate, aka Roundup, is in our foods like crazy. You won't see it on TV. You won't see it on CNN, because people are also controlled by people who don't care. They only care about the bottom line. And right now, as a person and living in America, living in the world, you are a number. You are a number. You are worth money. You are a bank. You're a walking bank. All right. And if you didn't know you're a walking bank, do your research. You are a walking bank. You're just a number. All right. And you must understand that as a number, you don't have a life to them. You're here. You pay them to be here. You eat their food. You don't know what's in their food, and you don't do your research. You will be, you'll take heed, not take heed, but you will, be at their mercy. All right. You'll be at their mercy, and you'll go through whatever you go through. You go to daddy doctor, and they'll just, whatever, here, take this prescription that gives you more side effects, and then you're going to go there, you eat somewhere more of the bad poison, and then you're going to die. And then you're going to get paid when you die as well, because they get paid every time somebody dies too. They cash right out your bank account. But that's neither here. That's a whole nother video. All right. So if you want to do research on that, do research on that. But this Roundup is being laced in all of our foods, and you must know what this stuff does do, because your body is a conduit to your mind, and whatever you put in your body will affect your bottom line as being a human being. And my bottom line is being a healthy human being, a clear human being, a spiritual human being. I don't know what your bottom line is, but if you're watching this video, you obviously care a little bit about your health and watch my videos. All right. So let's get into the topic at hand. The Roundup, run by MONSANTO'S, aka glyphosate. Let's get to the article. Now, just to give you an idea about how outrageous, this stuff is, the FDA registered a food safety laboratory tested American food for residues of the weed killer glyphosate, aka Roundup, and it's found in alarming amounts of foods. All right. Now, just to give you a little example, this stuff doesn't have to have high levels of Roundup in your food. I'm talking about like 0.1% of it has to be in your food for this stuff to actually affect you, which is crazy because they can douse it and put little doses in there that's going to affect your bottom line as actually being alive. Now, many foods that were found have over 1,000 times the amount. So they're actually putting more in your foods to kill you a lot faster because they need you to be dead so they can make more money. Ain't that crazy? And on to the next one. These companies such as Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios, Wheaties, Trix, Annie's, Corn Flakes, Raisin Bran, Cashy, Special K, Frosted Flakes, Cheez-It, Ritz, Triscuit, Oreos, All Brand, Stacy's, Lay's, Doritos, Fritos, Goldfish, Little Debbie, Lucy's, 365, and Back to Nature, those organic stuff, or Back to Nature stuff that you think is healthy, is actually killing you. So I want you to understand that part right there. It's killing you. Now, this stuff is real crazy, and the reason why is because independent research links glyphosate to cancer and has been deemed a probable human carcinogen by the World Health Organization's team of international cancer experts. Now, the childhood cancer rate is steadily rising. Children should not get cancer, first things first, y'all. They shouldn't get it. But the reason why is because of what they're eating. So govern your children because you're the parent. All right, you got to put this into their heads, because if you're going to let them just eat a bunch of bullshit because you're too lazy to do the work, then you can't be surprised when your kids actually get sick and get all these things because you're not doing your job. Real rap, all right? Now, experts say that they don't even know why, but they're taking a closer look at these facts. You know why. Now, research also indicates that glyphosate is an endocrine disruptor, which disrupts hormones and leads to reproductive problems. Early onset puberty, which explains little girls walking around here looking like grown-ass women. These kids that are actually too big, 200 pounds at the age of 12 is crazy. All right, obesity, diabetes, and some cancers. Now, when it comes to the endocrine disruptors, very small exposures are the most damaging. And so the dose makes the poison monster does not apply. Glyphosate is a broad spectrum antibody killing the good bacteria in your gut. Poor gut health is linked to inflammation and a whole host of diseases, as we talked about previously in my leaky gut video. Now, as GMOs laced with glyphosate are commonly fed to farm animals that are controlled by these organizations, not the grass-fed ones, this could be very well contributing to antibiotic-resistant bacteria. Guess what, y'all? It doesn't even wash off, all right? So you washing your veggies in the sink, won't matter if it's already been contaminated with Roundup, and 9 times out of 10, if it is not organic, it is contaminated. So my suggestion to you is just peel it and then juice it, which is why we peel it and then juice it. Now, it binds with vital nutrients. This is what it does in the soil, like iron, calcium, magnesium, and zinc, and prevents plants from taking them up. Glyphosate is thereby making these foods less nutritious. Now, here's the most alarming part. A lot of non-GMO and organic companies have been bought off. So you must do your research and figure out which ones haven't been bought off so you don't eat this stuff, because many GMOs were invented to be resistant to glyphosate, and since GMOs have been introduced, the use of glyphosate has gone through the roof. Now it's now the most worldwide used herbicide. Now, glyphosate is not just used in GMOs. As I stated, conventional non-GMO farmers use Roundup as a drying agent on crops such as oats and wheats, and can't be simply washed off as taken up into the plant itself, all right? As the active ingredient and popular Roundup herbicide, millions of people are using this stuff around their homes and is widely used at parks and other public places, obviously. Now, if I was you and I'm listening to this, I would think that, God damn, ain't nothing out here safe. Yeah, I would think that too. So being that I know that I can try to be healthy as I possibly can, I try to be as safe as I possibly can, do the research I possibly can. But I do things outside of that, because if I know I have to eat just a little bit of poison, I have to do intermittent fast. So people ask me why I do intermittent fast, why I do 20-hour fast every day, and why I eat for 4 hours a day, because I don't know what I ate yesterday. Maybe the stuff that I thought was healthy wasn't healthy, and it has some poison in it. But being that I do intermittent fasting and I train my body to constantly regenerate, my old cells are not staying in my body. They're actually being regenerated inside my body, which is being able to fight off the cancerous stuff that may be going on. Who knows, right? Now, being that A lot of y'all are eating a lot of bad food and a lot of contaminated meats like that you already know are contaminated, but you have the attitude saying that, well, what I don't know won't affect me. That's a lie. It may not affect you now, but it will affect you in the long run. I can definitely guarantee that. And so it doesn't affect you in the long run. You must, take heed to my advice and start to take care of yourself now. Not just yourself, your children. So I want you to give them a chance and stop being selfish. And if you don't want to give yourself a chance, fine, give them a chance. But 9 times out of 10, if you don't give yourself a chance, you don't care enough about them as well. But I hope I'm wrong. All right. I'm not going to sit here like I'm high and mighty, but I'm going to sit here and tell you that y'all know this shit. If you're listening to it, it's garbage. It's poison. And you must know that it's causing harm inside your children. It may cause the ADD. It may cause the autism. It's all in the diet. And like I say, people, your body is a pure conduit to your mind. So an unclean body will emit unclean mind. People say they're stressed. They go to depression. They have all this anxiety because your body is so fucked up. It's affecting your brain's chemistry, and receptors are firing off that shit be firing off at certain times. And we're sitting around here all mad and going through bipolarism and all this stuff, and you're eating garbage every single day, but you're not changing it. So you must change it, which is why we come out with the cookbook, which is why we come out with the natural soap, which is why we're coming out with the supplements. They're all good supplements, which is why I put people on programs that are saying their life is now changed, which is why I make the video, because you must govern your vessel. If they don't care about you and they care about their bottom line, they understand that you are a number. You are a walking bank. So you understand that you are a walking bank. They don't really care. They care about your life that they're making profit from, and they care about your death that they're going to make profit from. You must do research on that, because you are a walking bank. You have true value. They don't care about you. And these companies that have been bought off have only been paid off. I'll give you like 10 million to shut the hell up and just sell these products, and let me just put a little bit of bullshit in your products and give it to these people. And as long as they're taken care of, people are being bought off. So you must understand that you must govern your vessel at all times and do your due diligence to take care of your family and learn another lifestyle. The reason why we have the videos up as far as the cookbook videos is because you can literally build a habit. And if you do cooking healthy consistently for a certain amount of time, it no longer is a habit. It's something that you automatically just do without thinking. Like, I don't go to McDonald's anymore, or any fast food that I did once upon a time without thinking, because why? I developed the habit of health in my life that I know what's going on in those, and when I smell this stuff, it doesn't get me, it doesn't pull me in. I know it's bullshit. I know it's put to hide what's really going on in the food. Now, as I digress, let's keep on going on. Now, GMO-filled junk food is laced with glyphosate, but non-organic and GMO foods, they talk about it's even in our honey. This brand of honey called organic mountain honey, the FDA quietly found it in almost every sample of that honey, and the media has essentially been silent and barely heard anyone's barely heard this news. So you're not going to hear this news on TV. You're not going to hear it anywhere. Maybe in What the Health that everybody's hearing now and going crazy over. But I'm telling you, you must take action. Just by getting mad and posting a Facebook quote or Instagram quote a couple days of being a vegetarian and quitting is not going to cut it. You have to be consistently changing your body, because if you don't change your body, they will. Facts. Now, here's some side effects of glyphosate, and I'll get into the companies that that's been found that are good and the ones that are bad. All right, in my next video or later time. All right. What can happen to you is autism, gastrointestinal disease such as inflammatory bowel disease, chronic diarrhea, colitis, Crohn's disease, obesity, allergies, cardiovascular disease, depression, cancer, infertility, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, ALS, and more. You must understand, people. You're money to them. You pay them to live. Here's how it works, right? You're a baby. You're a kid. And your parent doesn't know, right? So then you eat a bunch of snacks. You think you're eating good stuff, but you're really eating bad stuff. So then you get sick. You get allergies. You go to the doctor. Doctor gives you medication. The medication has bullshit in it. Then you have something else that happens to you. Then you go to the doctor, get some more medication. Before you know it, you've been doing this all your life, and now you're 30-something years old. You have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, you have high cholesterol, and you might have cancer. I mean, you never know what's going to happen in the next 20, 30 years. Kids are getting cancer now, so you know it's happening all over now. So when we're getting cancer late in our 40s, as I was younger, late in our 40s. Now kids are getting cancer like 10, 12 years old because this stuff is being totally laced with glyphosate, aka Roundup. It's a herbicide that's actually killing insects, but it's also killing you because it doesn't even wash off. And they don't give a shit whether it washes off. All they care about is their bottom line. So let me ask you a question, people. Do you care about your bottom line? What your bottom line is actually being alive. I mean, I'm not talking about like being alive, like just living. I'm talking about actually being alive and like feeling alive. Just a difference with having problems and not being able to walk at a young age and going through this stuff that you don't have to go through. It's all nutrition. Like I said, your body's a conduit to your mind, but your body must be taken care of. Otherwise, you're not going to live that long. And if you do live that long, you're not going to live at a comfortable rate. All right. And I care about living at a comfortable rate. So if you're that person who says, well, it's in here every way, so I can't stop it. You can stop it. You just told yourself you can't stop it. And it's all in the mind. All right. I care about you. This pisses me off. So I decided to make this video. All right. After I do this, I'm going to put the link in the description of this article. But beyond the article, beyond the cookbook, you must take action. And I mean rapid action. All right. Intermittent fast. Try that. If you don't know how to do it, I'll teach you how to become an intermittent faster in less than a month. Seriously. All right. Let your body adapt. Because as my body adapts, even if I ate something bad, my cells in my body are regenerating, which means that my cells are actually fighting off the cancer, because cancer cannot live in an alkaline fasted body. It just doesn't work. All right. It doesn't work for it. So it won't even come to the point where I go to the doctors and I have cancer and I have to go get chemotherapy, because it won't even happen to me. So besides that, this is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity. And my job is to evoke thought and help awaken world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you.